All right. Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back. It's Shay Seeking or Shalonda. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and I don't know, some just I'm woke up out of the middle of sleep with my daughter. And anyways, my throat and everything. So I'm just wondering, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna have to come on. I'm about to make. I'm gonna try some kind of what do you call it? I don't know. I think I'm about to test something out with sleep. I'll let y'all know how it goes. But I don't know, the fact that my voice and stuff like this is it's almost like these people could possibly using some kind of tactics for like torture or something in the astral plane. You know, I don't know. I think somebody's really pissed off about me talking about the children of the night as astral, possible astral rapers and pillagers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say right here, right? But I didn't notice that, like, even like when I woke up, there's like these bruises or like there's these points on my face where, I mean, it's not even like a pimple. It's like mm, very strange. I don't know. It's just like sore parts on my face. I don't know. It's almost like burn marks, but they feel kind of like pimples. Mm, it's just kind of weird. So it just made me wonder a little bit more. Just like looking at these things, right? We've always been able to look at them on the surface and say, oh, this is history. It repeats itself, blah, 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 boop, boop, boop. But when it comes to the Uyghurs, Afghan, Japan, well, goddamn, it just seemed like for some reason, the North, you know what I'm saying? People talking about, the South is the G's. I mean, the South, when I'm looking at this in the difference, because my ancestors, did come from the South. But again, we have to remember that in the South, and this is not to compare whose slavery or whatever the fuck was worse. You understand what I'm saying? So imprisonment or slavery, that card keeps coming up that we pulled earlier. But it's making me think about, again, when it comes to the South and whatever kind of work they were doing. Okay, yes, there were overseers. Yes, the times were hard or whatever, right? But it was more of a physical thing, supposedly, right? Let's just even think if that is even so. Do you get what I'm saying? All right. So it was still more of a physical work ethic that people already had. Horrible possible conditions. Again, I always say allegedly impossible because the more I open my eyes, the more I see that a lot of this shit ain't even what we thought it would be. I mean, I'm just really being honest here. Okay, I'm asking people to be really just keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying, and see and hear me out. What I'm because this is random. I just woke out of sleep. This is a freestyle, and we just gonna look at some shit. Okay. So let's just compare the two. Let's not say which one is better or worse or none of that. Let's just compare the two. Okay. So long hours, hot sun, dust till from sun up to sundown, working. We already had been working on the crops and cotton and tobacco and whatever else that we were doing here. We were already professionals at it. We already did it. Now the conditions might have changed when we got overseers and people that came in and took over and pushed and forced labor. Okay. But if I'm thinking about it now, I'm thinking about in the North, it was more possible, mental abuse, and if you think about like the ghettos and the hoods and the places that some people end up being in some of these slums and stuff like this, right? It made me think about that. Oh my goodness, it was a documentary that came out about how like servitude was in, I think it was around the whole country. I can't, it was, oh my goodness, maybe y'all don't, okay, I ain't gonna lie and tell you that I'll put it in the description box. Sometimes it's easier for me to take something and share it in the group. So if you want to join the group, American Aborigines Unchained, go ahead. Yeah, that's what it's still called. okay, American Aborigines Unchained on Facebook, then you can go ahead and do that. Because most time, you better off catching me share it in there than putting it in the description bar. Okay. But then it made me think about like I said, the more northern things, and how a lot of people ended up, in with probably, we may not have seen it as PTSD when we're talking about people from Cabrini Green and all these other places and things like that, right? In the slums. But let's just think about this for a minute, okay? Let's just think about this for a minute. Because I think, again, something happened where minds, hearts break, minds are fractured. There's something, bodies ache. Again, it's like undercover. It's like in between the sheets type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, is this what's going on? Is it warfare, in another realm? Like the sleep fucking realm. You understand what I'm saying? All right? Because I'm thinking Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, all these things, the Northern Lights, thinking North Node energy. I'm just wondering here. Samurai, okay? Let me find out who the fuck is a samurai. Maybe I need to watch Mulan. You know what I'm saying? Because these Disney movies is giving me a little all kind of life, really, lately. Okay? It's almost like, damn. It's almost like something new, or somebody knew that a certain part of people's brains was going to be, under attack or whatever. And so it just seemed like, I ain't gonna lie, it just be seeming like this shit is just real personal. Like, I can find my personal fucking life story in every fucking thing that I watch, in every fucking thing I read. And I think it's maybe because the books are open. Okay. All right. I've seen this energy of this other, a feminine energy. Anyways, I feel like it's a masculine fucking around again. And I just, I just can't, y'all. I just can't. I think they fuck with me so much because I think they just, I think it's about your energy. And I think motherfuckers just know that I am a real G. These motherfuckers won't even give me a chance to be a real G. They gotta be doing sneaky shit, undercover shit, in the background shit. Parts of my brain that probably been already fucking blocked from shit to even do something. It's just weird to me. The shit is just creepy. I mean, it's just like it's like God level shit. Like, leave me the fuck alone. You see what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of my head and leave me the fuck alone. It's almost like that. And I'm very fucking structured. I'm very much in tune with what the fuck I'm saying here tonight. Okay? It's just almost like you don't even have the, like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? It's like these people these weaklings, you know what I'm saying? The world look at them like so terrifying, these nations and stuff like that. And I just laugh in their fucking face, dude, because they weak, you know? And all they have is their weapons. You know what I'm saying? That they could try to use to scare you or put some kind of fear in you or some shit like that. And it's just like, whatever. I'm just this motherfucker sitting right here saying what the fuck I'm saying, knowing I'm getting on motherfuckers' nerves. And I'm going to keep on doing what the fuck I'm going to do and say what the fuck I'm going to say, when the fuck I'm going to say it. Until the motherfucking lights shut the fuck off. All right? Which you could never shut my fucking light off. You can shut every fucking thing off in the world. You still can't shut my motherfucking light off. And that's the thing. It's about a breaking. They want to break that precious fucking gem into millions of pieces. That's what they want to do. But they'll never be up. It's unfucking breakable. Period. What I'm saying is, whatever people keep doing, I'm going to keep on getting the fuck up out of it, getting up the next day and still being proud to be my motherfucking self. Okay? Even if ain't no more family members standing behind me, my ancestors the fuck is. All right? So it's just that energy. Although I would like a fucking break, although I would like some masculine energy that came along to help, to actually help, although I would like somebody to tell the truth, although I would like lovers not to be, or a lover not to be afraid to, or why would I call it a lover when that's not the case? Okay? a divine masculine, okay, to come and approach me and give me a fair chance like anybody else, I just know I'm not gonna get it. So I'm just tough as nails. At the end of the day, it's more about my mental fucking capacity. That's what I'm concerned about right now. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't coming with any kind of goods or some shit like that real quick, just dip, then leave me the fuck alone. Like, I don't know. It's just like this whole thing, like love is lost. You know what I'm saying? For now, and it's not even my fault. Like, I was watching that Encanto or whatever. I was, I was a little bit in my emotions about that shit. But it's almost like, damn, in this case, it's like the feminine is like, what's up with the whole second love thing? The masculine, like, what's up? But he don't never show up. So it's just like, I don't know. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about mental, physical, whatever, in 3D, in any other realm. Not to my knowledge. So again, I don't know. I feel like people is fucking with people's memories, hypnotizing, mind control, these kind of things here. Okay. So again, to me, it does bother me a little bit. I feel that other people can peer in and I can't peer in or out. So it's almost like, but again, they can't use me for a puppet because I'm my own fucking self, and that's too damn strong and powerful for them. So I'm gonna still keep on doing what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, it frustrates me a little bit. Okay, it does. That I feel like they make sure that the most powerful, and that's what I'm saying, the capital, that motherfucking most valuable dome, they make sure that it is blinded, right? And it's almost like everybody else can see. It's like the all eyes on me kind of shit, man. For real. And then other motherfuckers get to live vicariously through you, and you don't even get to live your whole motherfucking life. It's so weird. All right. So let's read about these internment camps, because this just made me think it was like torture centers or something like that. But you got to be like a fucking, and it makes me want to look more about Summarize, right? Because you have to be some kind of, your mind, man. You got to have a strong fucking mind to even be able to do the shit. And other people look in all like it's so easy. And then you got feminines want to attack you with magic and black magic and all this other hateful shit, when they can never fucking sit here and go through the shit that I done been through. In their whole entire life, they have too much fun, too much joy, too much time for other shit. They can never. For gossip and all that goofy shit. All right? So, again, looking at that movie, Encanto, whatever, it was making me think about like the sisters and stuff like that and the cousins. Also, but it was also making me think about them in a sense of chakras again. Okay. I didn't get to count them all, but as I was going through that movie, I'm like, okay, I can see this and this energy, that person, that being. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I see all that energy within me. Okay. And it's almost like, everybody was laughing that this girl didn't have no magic or whatever, or would treat her some kind of way, but actually she kind of was the magic. I don't know. It's just weird. Okay. So, but the whole time she didn't realize that, right? So people just mad at her and calling her this and saying she's acting like this when she didn't even know none of the shit was going on in the first. Like she didn't know what she embodied or what she had to go through her journey or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know. I guess it just is what it is. All right. So it says these Japanese internment camps were established during World War II, okay, by President Roosevelt. Now, I was looking to see, I think Roosevelt on a dime, is he? Hold on. Let's just look. Because I don't want to be telling you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't know what the fuck D is for, but is it dime? Because I keep hearing nickel and dime me. Don't be trying to, like, I don't want that shit. Don't be trying to nickel and dime me. I don't know why I keep hearing that. Maybe it's an ancestor. With that card we pulled earlier, with her having that mask on the top of her head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it seems like that, but anyways, I did. These people think they slick. They can send something here today. Now y'all know I don't get all up in all that shit about taxes, finance, all that shit. I probably should do a little bit more, but it's always been handled or whatever. And so I noticed this time they sent one of those things in my name, right? And one of those I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, we ain't gonna be spending too much time talking about it. But they're not even spelling my name. You ain't even got the, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? What is going on where everybody else get this shit sent to them in their real name, and whatever fuck they sending here ain't even in my real name. They can't even really put my whole full name. These people is, I just listen. Because I was sitting here reading about the four rivers, which it ain't even no need for that. The four rivers is representing them breaking up America into four parts or four groups. The four rivers got something to do with possibly breaking up the capital into four pieces, right? It's like the Queen of Cups energy, letting Queens of Cups in. Let's cancel all that shit. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for me. I can't even respect these people. I just can't. It's like a whole joke. And maybe that's why the answer is saying don't nickel and dime me. Ain't no other bitches coming up in here and running nothing. No other females is coming up in here and running nothing. Any masculines that's dealing with foreign females that think they coming up in here and doing something, they should lose their title, be stripped of everything what the fuck they got. Period. Motherfucker coming through here, she gonna have to be ran by me. You understand? Not ran by, but run that shit by me. Because we don't understand. You're sitting there talking about race. I'm not even seeing nobody's fucking race no more today. If you can't tell, people ain't who the fuck they was, who you think they is, it's just not. We're dealing with energy and souls, and some of them have been lost and fucking replaced by these energies that you're letting in without vetting them. It started even possibly even with Obama and the people that they were bringing in from different places. Now, mind you, some of these people are groups of original people from the Americas at one time, but they different now. The cultures, the things have changed. Maybe the way they even look at American Aborigines or so-called black people is not the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just, but we dealing more with the energy here in cultures, which so-called black people lost theirs a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why there's really no it's hard for unity within the so-called black community. And a lot of times, all this time, they have been bringing others into the community. Have you ever met somebody and it's just something like when y'all was little? Because we used to live, and come on now, we used to live in and around the projects in certain neighborhoods and things like this. And kids was outside playing and stuff like that. And it's sometimes some kids that you got into. So I'm looking at this shit as a whole nother scale. This is a lifetime kind of fucking thing. This is a lifetime thing. I'm noticing it ain't. I can't even describe it as nothing but the Truman Show, but the biblical in historical fucking spiritual edition. It's weird. I hope that y'all grasping what I'm saying here. And there's probably always going to be somebody with another sense. But when you a motherfucking fighter, and you got to get down on your knees and dig with your fucking bare hands for every little fucking thing that you get when other motherfuckers just get that shit. It's like they've been plugged they back into some fucking machine in the middle of the night, take your information, other motherfuckers' information, then they just come out here and get dressed up real nice and report the shit to you as if it's just that easy. It's definitely AI against the old gods. But that don't mean shit. We're just spreading seed. You take it how you want to take it. Like I said, I ain't never here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. So it can tire, it can break a motherfucker down. You see what I'm saying? You have to be strong-minded in a sense. You have to. or else they could drive you crazy. And that's what, and me standing on the other side of that is how I feel like I'm even able to still stand here today. We're grown ass men, 300-pound men is probably on their fucking knees at night crying and shit like this. And this is not nothing to be joking about. This is just really, we need to look at this. Because they don't have nobody to talk to, nobody can understand what the fuck is going on. And you got this one female here that's doing all this and battling all this and got all this to say, and you know what I'm saying, under all these attacks, and still able to keep her fucking sanity, you know what I'm saying, and be able to go in between. It's the fucking in between and grab the information or whatever. And they keep on doing what the fuck they doing. Not even know this wartime. And it hurts. It hurts because I feel masculines, divine masculines, are doing fucked up shit or being fucked up to feminines. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, where the fuck is the honor? Where is the something? Because this shit is just ridiculous. Is it even the enemy holding you back? Like, how can you look at yourself in the mirror? Because I know that, again, these masculines sometimes I feel can be used as bait for these forces. And then they treat the feminine energy like she's a cold-hearted snake or something like that. When no, this is outside influence. This is other kind of shit. This is something else that builds a motherfucker into this kind of beast or this kind of monster. So again, Roosevelt led the, excuse me, nation. I definitely had to be screaming somewhere. Shit, y'all tell me. Because it seemed like everybody else know what the fuck going on with my vassal. With my mind. What the fuck I'm thinking. So we is talking about in the garden and the nakedness. It was fucking warfare. Like I said, they hijacked the country from God. In Genesis 1. And put God to sleep. Sleep in fucking beauty. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. And then slowly breadcrumb to wake them up to make sure it's not going to be. But the more stupid you motherfuckers act, the more chaotic the shit is. And then the more shit is just about to happen, like the weather and the fucking volcano. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, because they just focus on science. Trust science. Trust what the fuck I'm telling you. Okay? This is no threats or nothing. This is just me observing. Simply observing. Obviously, these motherfuckers can't tap into that part. Or else they would know. They are causing the problems with the fucking... And I'm not talking about because nobody throwing no fucking aluminum can in no fucking ocean. It's a direct personal threat and attack on the fucking Capitol or on the fucking earth. Through the Great Depression and most of World War II, is already the fuck World War III is going on. It's just in another fucking realm. It's just, again, they don't have to pay nobody or they don't have to feed nobody. You feed your own damn self. You in your own damn internment camps. You know what I'm saying? It's just this. It's just, again, they're utilizing another realm here. Okay? The Roosevelt dime was actually issued in honor of his fight against polio. Okay. Of which he was diagnosed in 1921. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to go back. See, and this is the kind of work that I'm saying that I don't enjoy very much so doing this type of work anymore. Because I feel like I've done all I can. You know, I've done all. There's no recognition. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not that I actually need that. But again, in order to still feel good about and thrive in what you're doing, you know, support or something like that. I guess it would be nice or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the spotlight, but it's like, damn, okay. What the fuck? I'm working, doing this, doing that. Ain't nobody getting no pay. Ain't nobody getting no love. Ain't nobody getting no nothing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just weird to me. It's just weird. And I'm not nobody's fucking puppet. All right? Or property. All right? So again, 1921, 2021, polio. And I think a lot of people got some kind of, maybe this had something to do with some immunizations or something. Some people took possibly. I mean, I think it killed a lot of people. The immunization itself, possibly. Hmm. Okay, and led to funding the March of Dimes. All right. Hold on. Let's go back to where we were. Okay. So again, this is the wrong thing. I'm kind of upset because I lost wherever I was. Okay. But oh, maybe I can go back in the video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Okay. But this made me think about the government giving the land grants to the people in the Midwest, in the West, right? Right. Okay. And then the South. This made me think about the South. Excuse me. It made me think about the Midwest and over. Okay. So again, the Lord God planting the men in the east of the garden is the very select, because it's almost seeming like, again, it's almost seeming like some of us maybe were supposed to be on the East Coast. Maybe that's why it's under attack a little bit. You know, maybe that's why these weather storms and stuff. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, something about the weather for some reason to me. It's just, it may be trying to prevent somebody from traveling or trap somebody in a certain location. But again, this is already the splitting here. Okay. These internment camps of Japanese, but this is a large area for, like, how many Japanese people was over here? Who are the real Japanese? Is Japanese just a term? Okay, for this internment camp? Did the people actually look how we see what we think a Japanese person would look like today? Or did they look like me? Or did they look like, which was really just originally people of the Americas? What did they look like? We're talking about Sudanese people? Kind of like the people from Chad? Is that what they really look like? Because it was a lot of stuff. Okay. About Chad, I feel that had to do with the Midwest, possibly, right? The people of Chad, when I was doing research on Native American or so-called American Aborigine, or Aborigine cultures, okay, and people, all right? Because again, it's surplanting, or again, these subgroups or these races. Some of the people were taken. There was more people taken out of the Americas into Africa than the other way around. Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, we just be asking questions over here. Traits, the culture, the garb, all of these things of these people that I found here in the Americas match with what was going on with the culture of the people in so-called Africa. Yeah, this is making me think about something. Okay, people of Japanese, or Ya, right? Japanese, right? Ya. I don't know why Marley just, his face or his phenotype just kind of popped up in my head right now. It's making me think about swords as well. The samurai sword, okay? Most of whom lived in the Pacific coast, were forcibly, okay? So more migratory, probably. Relocated and incarcerated, okay, in concentration camps, all right, in the western interior of the country. Approximately 2/3 of the internees were United States citizens. These actions were ordered shortly after the Imperial Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor. All right, now there was something here. Okay, so Hawaii. Okay, so maybe that's why that came up today. All right. So something about, let me see if I can find what it was. It was something about this act. Ooh, there we go. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Again, like y'all, like I don't know everything, but it's just when the ancestor, I feel like this is more ancestral kind of something, but source as well. I don't know. Maybe this is a higher, I was about to say Hierophant. I mean, but again, Hierophant has been on my mind a lot. Um, yeah. And then to relocate, is this some kind of thing where they're taking possession of your mind and relocating it into other individuals? So this is more so about, do you see what I'm saying here? All right. Mm-hmm. Or even how I'm saying that it seemed like in the war in Chirac, right? That it has something to do with split. They're splitting people. And the sad thing about it is it's almost like there's a split between me and the divine masculine where something is very strong and these people are using us or me. I don't know if it's him as well in God energy. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever the fuck it is, it's just it's supposed to affect me in a certain way. And I think that the more it doesn't, these people get very upset. It's almost like they want me to forget, but I don't even remember. But it's an everyday part of my life. It's like searching for someone that you know was in your life. It's almost like that person has been taken and you've been given a copy of. You understand what I'm saying? And so there's memories there and memories lost. So again, the more they keep swapping this energy out or these energies out, the more it is I don't know, it's like break up to make up, or the Papa was the Rolling Stones energy. It's kind of like forcing breeding or mating. Like I said, that's what slavery was really more so about. And that's also what we're talking about, where people were freely doing this, right? Possibly in Genesis 1. But by the time Genesis 2 came along, the government or these people got involved and they thought they knew what was best when it came to breeding and creating subgroups and sub races. So this is why true love possibly doesn't exist and is dying on this plane today, is because of them doing what they're doing, taking that alpha female, right, and a alpha male, or however you want to look at it, and then taking them away from a natural something, and then adding in all this other shit with these leaks and these labs and shit like this, and bringing in other females and hurting the situation and hurting people, like down to the fucking core. I think is what their plan is to do. And then it's to make the American women look like these crazy, dominant bitches or whatever, when nobody's being honest about what's being done to people mentally. Okay. And then after they're done doing all this damage, because we can kind of hold on and we actually remember this stuff. I don't know how it is for masculine energy, because for a male body with the DNA makeup of a man. Okay. But I don't know. And for other females that are not the capital, that's not the empress. That's why the empress is who the fuck she is. Not no pretty cute fucking thing that you sit there and just because she's sitting there looking like that, that motherfucker got a back, but that's the backbone of the motherfucking world. You understand what I'm saying? It takes some time and development. It takes lineage. It takes a lot of fucking things, your DNA makeup, to get you there. And there's not a whole bunch of them. It's one. And the fact that we allowing people to break it up into these all little pieces, this is where you get your four rivers. This also where I feel like they split in the mind. I think those rivers represent splits in the mind. Those four corners and shit like that. I feel like that got something to do with the four corners of the Capitol dome, the fucking temple, my fucking head. You see what I'm saying? It's on my fucking head. And that's what I'm saying about America being tired of this shit. In my head, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the girls or high priestesses up they fucking skirts. And then when you come, this whole thing about God being pissed off is because nobody was supposed to be fucking with his, you see what I'm saying, tree, right? But when they did it, the tree can sense it. So while the tree is worrying about what the fuck going on with her, the world, her children, this and that, other motherfuckers can sit here and talk about what's going on. It's almost like, you know, in war times when girls used to be like in Vietnam or whatever, they'll show you images of these love connections and these love stories and shit that happen and everything like this. It's more that on the astral plane or in the fucking Clearport. So the girls get to play around and worry about that shit and be having fun and probably with your motherfucking masculine actually and rubbing that shit in your face, and you really supposed to be untouchable, but motherfuckers is touching, they fucking with you in other kind of ways, fucking around your head and shit. You know, refraining you from having any kind of joy, refraining you from having any type of sensual or anything like this. And if so, it may be high ranking like emperors and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm hearing geisha energy, right? And it ain't nothing that you can remember. It ain't nothing you could feel. So you got bitches coming in your feed and shit talking about they giving him something he can feel, but you can't feel shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I can't remember everything. I can't remember the shit if it is something going on, but it's just something like I'm able to peek over something here, right? But I don't really know. And I can't tell if I'm peeking into my energy or if I'm peeking into somebody else's energy, but I'm like really fucking down to seeking this shit out. Like not even just on this realm. I want to seek it out and see it in whatever the fuck is going on the other side. It's like this veil or the Wizard of Oz when she pulled down that fucking curtain. All right. And then they just call them Japanese people so that they can disconnect them from the land. Okay. Yeah, okay, so this got something to do with bloodlines here. Matter of fact, when it comes to samurai and Japanese energy, I don't know, I'm seeing the pit's energy. So again, after they're done with them using their minds, their Gnostic abilities and all these things like this, then you want to throw them in the pit. After they feel like they got everything that they needed. That's a fucked up way to be. You know, that's how I know we're not dealing with no fucking, we're not dealing with God. We're not dealing with the God of nature, of what's natural. No, the fuck we not. Just some old mad scientist fucking Frankenstein. Look at me. I can't even speak right. And this how you know. And I've noticed a lot of people have been having problems with their speech. And that's some fucked up shit right there, man. And then to take you away from something like a really, because it's really emotions tied in, it's really a deep connection. And then when I get frustrated now when I even think about the divine masculine, because I'm thinking like this is the most powerful to me. You know, it's like, man, this is the most powerful motherfucker in the world to me, supposedly. Why the fuck I gotta be that? Why, you know what I'm saying? You okay with it for you, but why I gotta be that for me? Where the fuck, who do I fucking run to? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And then people want to try to manhandle you in some kind of sense mentally or spiritually or whatever the fuck when they know that you got to put up with more than any of these motherfuckers ever had to put up with. Any fucking ever. And you got the nerves. February 19th. Damn, I think this somewhere around my grandma's birthday. Have something to do with leap year. It got something to do with my grandma, possibly, right? As one of these feminine energies. Or her mother. March 20th. So yeah, the March of Dimes. So this March of Dimes shit probably got something to do with whatever. This, they saying this because of this other organization, but did it have something to do with whatever the fuck happened right here in March 20th of 1946? I don't know. So again, the Western United States and the parts of the Midwest and Southeastern United States. So again, this whole little radius over here. So what they doing, like I said, they've taken foreign people and set them up as, I don't know if you could say diplomats. I don't have the definition right here in front of me, but this is just a word that just popped out, okay? Sometimes that happens and I have to go back. But they're putting these people in these positions here, okay? Because again, it doesn't matter if if most of the people, it's almost like, ooh, yeah. Like, it's the same thing when it came to all of this labor. Uh, Man, I'm going to put that documentary because it just came through my feed the other day. And they were trying to force people to sign back up. See, in slavery again, Deuteronomies, okay, with ships, these relationships, they trying to get you to come back in with the government. And I said, like I said before, don't send me shit. And anyways, that's not even me on that fucking piece of paper. So maybe I can take the offer, but that's not me on that fucking piece of paper. So why would I accept that? That's not my name. Or maybe that's why the fuck I'm going to accept it, right? Because that's not me. That's not me on that piece of paper. Everybody else's name is what it is on there. Name mine. It's almost like somebody is trying to force you to make a deal with the devil. I'll give you all this if you just come down and worship me. No, motherfucker. I'm about to be sitting right up on in there with your ass. If this is divine masculine sitting over there in that White House and all this time we playing around and I could have been there doing what the fuck I need to be doing. You see what I'm saying? And it's because it's whole luring energy sometimes. You know, y'all don't even know what these are, with the way that my mind works sometimes. Sometimes I end up, you know what I'm saying, meeting people. Some like at gas stations and we kind of share the same kind of mindset. Or I'll see somebody, like I don't go meeting them. I'm just saying random strangers or whatever, okay? And you know, I've been led to go places mysteriously, but that's not safe. That's not safe. That's not safe for me to be, you know what I'm saying, fucking a whole empress and gotta get, you know, it's just something is not right here. I don't get what we're missing here. There's supposed to be some type of something, you know, and then you're supposed to feel ashamed because you're asking for help or energy or understanding or something. It makes no sense. And so it kind of seemed like the men are working with these individuals sometimes, you know what I'm saying, against the feminine energy because they know that she's really the fucking God. They really know that she's the fucking goat or whatever the fuck, or the highest in the room. And that's just all I can say. And before you try to wipe my fucking brain clean, I'm going to let a motherfucker know. I done already self-identify who the fuck God is in my motherfucking life 90% of the time. The other percent of the time, it feels like I'm calling on, you know what I'm saying, possibly soul siblings or brothers or something like that because of whatever constraints or whatever have been put on. So if this is the way you gonna treat that energy, then no wonder why the fuck everything fell apart. And at the same time, it's the whole energy of, you know, it is like wartime. So the other feminines are the ones that they go out there and actually do stuff with and for. But the Empress the whole time sitting here and she just don't deserve a goddamn thing. So although she's sitting pretty, she probably don't have to do that much work. But damn, who really is? If this is all mental shit, this is crazy. It's to make sure that she don't have nothing because they don't want you to have nothing because they hear raping and pillaging and taking everything with these other bitches. And that's why I have a problem. That look like you. That's in comparison with you want to be looking at you all the day, watching, seeing what the fuck you doing. You don't even know the fucking shit going on. And then they talk about you think you all that and you never even knew. That you was the center on center stage or naked or the one, the world card or who everybody fucking looking at. Never even knew that you might be a muse or the apple of motherfuckers on this earth's eye. You see what I'm saying? Then they just drop you off in somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and leave. And then you might be under some kind of whatever where you might have a stalker or something left over on the fucking scene that come in and just finish your ass off. And it's like you never even fucking existed. Right? It's like soulmate somewhere waiting in the world, but I just don't think that that's true anymore. That's the bait. I want to look at this act. I was going to read through here, but again, y'all can do that on your own. My point that I'm trying to make, okay, martial law. So again, we could be under martial law, but they just ain't never told you. They talking about inflation, all this goofy shit. I mean, I see what the fuck it is, okay? Still talking about racism. When we dealing with fucking demons and aliens and you know what I'm saying, vampire slayers, you know what I'm saying, we dealing with all kind of shit like this. They still talking about racism. I mean, the shit is goofy to me. I promise it is. It's some goofy ass shit. Don't even think I'm going crazy. Okay, because I'm sure you motherfuckers listen to me in my private time too, and you know how I am. Okay, so again, ridiculous is all what I can say. Okay, let's look at what this damn thing is. Okay, this Roosevelt authorized the you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm looking at the back of Biden's neck, and I'm thinking Roosevelt Biden, Roosevelt Biden. I don't know. Because I know I will have to look and see who is it. Kennedy? I don't know who it is that Biden. I call it their favor or their whoever they put up in office around them, like the picture of them. They use the podium in the likeness of, you know, whatever. It's usually a president. I think for Trump, I think it was Washington. Okay, and maybe it might be Kennedy, possibly for Biden. I don't know. I really haven't really looked for Biden. But let's go ahead and look at this. Okay. So again, there's a lot of talk about, oh, people are comparing the Capitol, the insurrection or whatever of Pearl Harbor. Well, you know, this is kind of like an insurrection energy here with these internment camps. And so again, let's see. I mean, because same thing about motherfuckers knew that Pearl Harbor was going to happen, just like any other attack that happened, just like 9/11 and anything else. And nobody did nothing about it because they wanted to look at this one drop rule. One drop of Japanese blood qualified somebody. Ain't this some shit right here? Look at this. See, because a motherfucker can sit there and tell you, and this is why these people around, they can sit here and doctor up or put together some kind of lineage or bloodline. Now, I'm not saying that this ain't accurate again, because I'm seeing rainbow children are these children that's coming from this lineage that got all the shit in it. Okay. And so they have certain gifts. All right. So again, these people know more. They're talking behind the scenes. They're talking in whatever, but they don't know shit. You see what I'm saying? They trust in science. They don't know nothing. Science going to tell you. DNA test going to tell you what the fuck it want to tell you. It's going to tell you what the people that's paying for the test tell it to fucking say is what it's going to say. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So it's the same thing about the American Indians in the one drop rule. Same damn thing. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this. Okay. I want to look at this in order. Okay. All right. So Executive Order 9066. And why now? Why now? Why now? Because you want to administer somebody to a new body. Okay. They want to administer somebody to a new body again. And so this is what it is. When again, the East Coast is going to be even more powerful. This is why they're putting all people in the East of the Garden here. That's going to be in control. And the rest of us are going to be fucking slaves. This is what they plan on doing, possibly. Again, I'm just a seer oracle. Like the oracle of God. Which would be the apple of his fucking eye. Which has something to do with the cornea, corona, or your fucking eyesight, vision or something. I'm seeing blind baby. Okay? So again, everybody don't get to go through this horrible shit. Okay? Everybody don't, and nobody's looking for no sympathy. I'm just letting you know what the fuck it is. I ain't never needed it no other motherfucking time in my life. You understand? Never needed nobody's fucking sympathy. And it was only one fucking thing that I was looking for at this point in time. And it's almost like it's the Hardy Tafiti shit all over again. So it's not like that woman was bitter in that movie, possibly because she didn't go out for that second chick. It was probably like because these motherfuckers were playing games with it. I'm hearing like heart still on javelin, baby, right? So if it can mess me up, then it gotta be messing up the divine masculine. And this is why again I feel over time these people had to go into Bonnie and Clyde kind of energy and dip the fuck out. but there was so much mistrust because the people wanted to hold on to the feminine energy and probably masculine energy too, because the government wanted to hold on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a fucking great escape or some shit got to happen here. Maybe that's what that hangman with the girl trying to get that shit from around her ankle so she can get the fuck up out of here was. Because they're not gonna, you know, you're gonna need me, okay? All right. So this was all like this, and so there's nothing in this world that can tell me that that man don't have love for me, and it's the same fucking way. It's just I've been thought this whole time that the person was here, and I don't think that that's the case. This is some deep ass shit. This is some deep ass shit. This is something. I ain't never felt no shit like this in my motherfucking life. And to think that something might have happened to this person, even maybe 6 months ago, this whole 3, 6, whatever, right? And they would try to possibly bring someone in the likeness of this person back. In the meantime, they've taken everything from me and this person and want to try to give some scraps, right? So again, deteriorating, finances and things like this. Or something that, again, this person's last dying wish could have been to give me what they fucking owe me from them, or to make sure whatever they left behind goes to me. And these people playing games talking about come and get this booster shot or some shit before I give it to you. Who the fuck are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me after you have used people in your military or for whatever the fuck you using them for, and then they have a dying wish to tell you something, and then you put regulations on it? Who the fuck you think you are? And that's the problem right here. And see, because these people, I just want to be, man, I tell you, look, it's just the old me. It makes me so upset. Because it's like visions or these things are shown to me, not just because of my situation, but other motherfucker situations. Think about how many, it started making me think about the switchboards and the call girls or whatever, excuse me, that used to play the switchboard girls back at when they had the thing set up like that. Okay. All right. And it made me think about all those girls or whatever, or maybe these are connections. The switchboard represent connections between masculine and feminines that are house mothers that have been, and so again, it leaves you vulnerable at the end of the day if you get unplugged from this shit or whatever energy you was getting from a divine masculine, on another realm, and all of a sudden they got PTSD or schizophrenic or something like this, when it's really they just missing somebody that, again, they can know that we've been linked up as soul siblings or soul mates since fucking birth, and they split us in order to do this stupid shit for some kind of trials or whatever the fuck they got going on here. And then you got people sitting here battling this, right? But it's really, you know what I'm saying, they saying there's mental illness, but they're really battling something, again, that some kind of warfare, and end up on public aid or something like this and all this other shit, and the men on some kind of, something for veterans or something. I'm just imagining some shit, am I? I don't know. All right. And then this whole thing about this leap year and really not knowing what my grandma's birthday was, it's just some strange shit going on here. And it may even be because the head honcho or the person in the position, okay, wasn't man enough to just ask nicely to have a feminine energy join them in the White House, which is my motherfucking house in the first place, okay? Through lineage or whatever. I don't give a fuck what puppet they put in there. It is what it is. So instead of acting nicely and treating someone like royalty that they are, and getting them from point A to B, because I'm not afraid to face no motherfucking body. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of asking that, we going through all this other bullshit, and this just could have been already addressed, faced, and done with. So it makes no sense to me. And you gotta be that bitch then that everybody want to keep a distance. They want a peace, but they keep a distance. That gotta be God. It can't be nothing else on this motherfucker but God. So when my mom said, and it had to be an essence or an energy that's on you, and man cannot move that. It ain't nothing they can do but observe that. Only thing can move that is God, and that might be in a motherfucking chariot. So maybe the fuck God, because I told y'all in that video, I think when we're dealing with man or that energy, the most high God of them would be Russia, and they have chariots too. So I don't know if this would be some whole other shit or some Russian shit in the guise of some other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but let's keep moving. All right. Okay, on February 19th, this order authorized the Secretary of War to prescribe certain areas as military zones, clearing the way for incarcerations of nearly 120,000 Japanese. Now, this is making me think about, okay, Sioux Indians, first of all, okay? The Suez Canal, I don't know why the fuck that's in my mind, okay? And then this is making me think about now what's going on in South Carolina, possibly with all these people that's about to lose power or whatever the fuck that they just said. Okay. So again, if they're losing power, are they losing power or are they losing power? Okay. So again, maybe this is the energy here of them trying to block out Simba from returning home to Pride Rock. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Okay. Everybody want to tell me other shit about other shit. I don't want to hear about that. Tell me what the fuck is going on in real time, in real life, in real time with real fucking, you know what I'm saying? Ramifications here. I don't want to hear about nobody who went on a date and who knew coming in, none of that bullshit. Let me know. All right? Let me know what y'all think. All right? So it says, yeah. So again, when they say somebody's losing power, that makes me think of something. So again, the Carolinas is mine, right? But I'm ruling here from the north because I'm worried about the Midwest. So it's just this whole thing. These masculines I thought was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I thought that this was something like this, but again, even if I had to travel back and forth, like to different places or whatever, and fucking like, don't be mad because the Empress is the head motherfucking honcho and you need to play your motherfucking part. It's what they have done and held back that's led to this. So what's the thing? Make it so this person can be in danger and lose their life, and then they won't be able to do none of this. So there's no direct, real masculine here protecting the fucking most powerful female energy, protecting God. They run around town with all these little other motherfuckers. And this energy has been built some kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? Where nothing can compare to the core of it. The heart, the mind, the body, or any fucking thing else. Now, again, we could be talking about the craft or the art or someone being more sensual, sexy, or more something like this, but that's not the point. A variety is okay, but what the fuck? God made the first thing just right. Fuck you scared of? What is this? Presidential Proclamation 2526. The Alien, I'm about to say alien. The Alien Sedation Act. So this makes me think about, again, them giving people sedatives right now because of anxiety. And what does that do? It allows another energy or something to tap into your fucking body. Look at here, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what the transcript. All right. Because this transcript says something that reminded me of right now today. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. 2/3 of them were United States citizens, born and raised in the United States. Born and raised. So this is making me think about the World Fair energy. It's making me think about babies in incubators or false wombs. Okay. So this makes me think about the high priestesses with the high priestess card and them taking, again, seed from high priestesses with these connections that we're making, so-called soul ties, and then raising up whole other nations here. And you're never being able to have or hold your children. They're being brought up as militant possible weapons or something like this because possible, yeah. And it looks like traitor energy, but it's really not, because what's happening is harming the actual last of the originals here in the Americas. And so why is this being allowed? Because of money and all this other goofy shit that people been deceived to think is one thing when it's another thing. When I sit here tell you what the fuck it is, because again, when we talking about that all-seeing eye, a motherfucker want to say, oh, because they want power or because they want land or they want resource, and this talk about whole fucking world enslavement. You understand, to a point where you won't even recognize your own motherfucking self. And if you do, every time they'll come and pluck a piece of your fucking brain out of some shit, you know what I'm saying, and have you, look, this shit is crazy. Possible protection against espionage and against sabotage to national defense material. Utilities. Yeah, I wonder what the utilities or who they are. Navy, Army. Let's see. Such as transportation, food, shelter, military commander. The Secretary of War or said military commander until other arrangements are made to accomplish the purpose of this order. No, there was something here. Anyways, you guys could dig in on this or whatever if you want to. I'm just bringing it to the forefront. Termination, apology, and redress. So yeah, they'll try to hurry up and get rid of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Remove you off the entertainers list or something like that. Legacy is talking. There was something here that made me think about today. Alien enemies. Regulations for the conduct and control of alien enemies, except as such duty and responsibility is superseded by the designation. I should probably grab my glass. Oh, that's a bottle cap. Okay, hold on, y'all. What the hell is in this couch? Like everything except for my glasses. Okay. Such duty and responsibility is superseded by the designation of military areas here under. And my thing is that people get upset because I be saying too much or I talk about something or I let something out that I wasn't supposed to. Then why the fuck would, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I just be aware of that? You know, do you see what I'm saying? So it's just like somebody just got you out there in the two of swords, right? And they know that you're going to say some messed up stuff because nobody sat you down and said, look, okay, we had a war doing this, and that, and that. They know you the fucking Pentagon. Your fucking dome is the Pentagon itself. They know you're a fucking mastermind. They know this and this and that. So why not be at the fucking table? So these men in these suits and shit like this that look big and strong and like they got it all together is sitting in here fucking around in a girl's head and acting like she can't come and play no fucking ball game. Do you understand? It's almost like angels in the outfield. No motherfucking, we dealing with earth angels and other entities that just happen to be below, right? They didn't grow up in above or whatever, or in the spotlight, or in an exalted fashion, or with a spoon in their fucking mouth all the time, of a golden spoon or something like this, right? Or some path that was like paved and all this other bullshit, like education and money and cars and all this other goofy shit and societies and stuff. But they are the holders of the fucking keys. They are the keys. You know what? Y'all can read it on your own. And you will see, excuse me. Yeah, I would say go ahead. You can read this on your own. Um, Truman. Okay, chapter August. Alien enemies. Excuse me. Dangerous to the Republican peace. 14. Excuse me. Subjects of hostile nations. More than 14. Okay. Naturalized. We did a video on naturalization. Okay. Inter-American Conference in Mexico City on March 8th. And North and South America. Governments resolved to recommend adoption of. Okay, so there's adoption. That card was pulled today. Let's see. Security threats. Okay. Welfare from remaining North and South America. Okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm gonna, get back on it, but it's three something. It's 333, 331. Revised Alien Enemies Act. Public safety. Because not only are we fighting against these flesh and blood, but rulers of the dark places or whatever. Look, William Bill, Wild Bill Langler. Do you know what? Langer. No, not Langer. Okay, this is Langer, but it's making me think Langler. I don't know. It was this goofy movie that I watched a long time ago about this airplane ride or something that was like interdimensional or some shit like that, I believe. Okay. So again, Ellis Island, this is where they brought in all those doppelgangers or all those people. Again, if you watch things about the mud flood, what was his name? I can't remember his name anymore. I hadn't watched in a while. Levy, John Levy or something like that. Matter of fact, it's gonna make me go pull my book up real quick. But how he talk about like some of this stuff just looks so fake with these people that's coming into New York and stuff like that. And they're at the beach with like full long dresses and garbs on without bathing suits. It just looked like he said, it's just like some people showed up for like an act or a scene or something. And if you watch some of his videos or whatever, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Because it's all an act. We possibly back in the book of Acts, or we go throughout the whole Bible. It ain't just no beginning and no end. We in Genesis right now, but we also in Revelations. We in Acts. We in what I'm saying. This is the way it goes. Okay. The precept upon precept is basically probably you doing chapter like Genesis 1 and 1, and then 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1. I wonder if anybody has ever looked at the biblical text that way. But a lot of times it is that. Against individuals of Japanese, okay, acknowledge and apologize for actions of the U.S. against Japanese individuals and Japanese ancestry during World War One. Oh no, is that 2? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses. Apologies. The statement from Congress agreed with the commissions on wartime relocation, internment, civilization, and a grave injustice was done to both citizens and permanent resident aliens of Japanese without adequate security reasons and without any acts of espionage or sabotage. Documents of the commission and were motivated largely by racial prejudice, wartime hysteria, and failure of political leadership. Look at that. Look at that. What to say? 2015 president candidate Donald Trump called for a temporary ban on any Muslim entering the country in response to San Bernardino attack. Okay, boom, 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 and that's what I'm saying. Enough is enough. Do you get what I'm saying? It's the people that these beings work for. What an injustice for one motherfucker is an injustice for all. What are we doing? People, honor a king, honor king. Everybody talk about everything else, but are we looking at the bigger picture? Are we looking at this shit right here? Because now's the time. You see? Now's the time. It is almost like it's this harp when it comes to this weather shit, because they scared motherfucker gonna line up and take their ass on down there to Washington in droves. You understand? It's almost like that tethering. What was that movie, Us? when the tethering, but I thought it was, wasn't it like something like a line of people stretched across the country or something like that? See, they're afraid you figure out this shit before, you see what I'm saying? The military ain't nowhere in sight when it come to all this other shit that's going on in Chirac and all these other places, all these deaths and this smash and grab and none of that shit. They got them motherfuckers stored up. And I told you the other day when we did that video, when we looked those, I said, these is the minions, because it looked like foreign, for us, it would have looked like foreign cops on that image, and they were fighting against nature. So that's what it's going to look like. The military all going to be standing right here. If you think back to the Jade Helm so-called conspiracy shit, that's how it's going to be. But this ain't, but it's not going, they in the likeness of your fucking military. Believe that. They in the likeness of your military. You understand what I'm saying? So that whole East Coast, right? And as long as those other people are safe and sound and tucked away somewhere, or they have their place to hide, they're not going to be worried about. We talking about RoboCop shit. You understand? Okay. And then the whole part we just looked at when we talking about the West, Midwest, and the West, Midwest, all the way over. Okay. That those are who they plan on being the slaves, right? But they brought all these other people in from other nations and have already formed some type of something over here. So again, I'm just saying how that's going to work out. How that's going to work out. When we got real hood motherfuckers out here that every day that's doing hood shit, and I'm just saying, and what I don't understand. Before I let go, I don't know. I don't understand how that worked. I don't understand. Like, it's the one time, right? So again, is it that fucking divided? Is motherfuckers that mad? I'm wondering if this weather is something to prevent something. But my whole thing is, I'm just wondering. That's all I do is just we wonder. The Alien Enemies Act in the 20 and 20. All these acts and all this shit. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and finish this up tomorrow. I need to go. Hold on one second. Let's look at one more thing. All right. One more thing. All right. Oh, man. It's not going to let me. Hold on. Let's see if we can go to the website. Okay. So this made me think about the four corners of the world. The four, whatever, 4. Okay. Oh, look. 4. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. Or 4. Okay. So several cosmological, mythological systems. Look at this. This is the shit right here. Look, ain't this the thing right here on the damn Ace of Cups? Because I was looking up rainbow children, okay? And then I went to this. So ain't this this is the little thing, right? The communion looking thing that the dove is dropping in the fucking cup. On the Ace of Cups in the tarot, because the Torah is in the tarot and the tarot is in the fucking Torah, okay? In 4 quarters of the world, corresponding approximately to the 4 points of compass, or the 2 solstice and 2 equinox. Okay, so this made me think about that equinox or the winter solstice, okay? At the center may lie a sacral mountain, the peak, all right? Garden, world tree, or other beginning point of creation, the capital, the dome. This is what the thing is. So they didn't put these bitches in these different quadrants right here in order to pay attention to what's going on in my brain when it comes to laughter, joy, love, everything. So you just gonna come strip my motherfucking essence right the fuck up out of me? Sell me a dream, breadcrumb, and strip my fucking essence right out of me, and then had a nerve to try to use the Bible and say somebody's married or not. I don't give a fuck about that stupid ass paperwork. I know what the fuck it's for. Okay? If the real thing is here, I'm taking it. They don't want that to happen because they know what the fuck about to happen to them if the shit ever happened. And again, it is time for that big motherfucking payback. This shit is stupid as fuck. Okay? So again, excuse me, I'm using my sailor mouth. Because I don't know if everybody else realized that you in the military or you've been drafted. whether you know it or not. So me telling this may be a breach in something, right? But then again, why did you create me? Why did you create me? Why did you try to co-create with source and try to alter me? That's what I mean. Why the fuck did you alter me and not fill me in? Why just alter somebody and put them out there like this and then allow this shit right here? Because you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing. You can't live without God, but you fuck with God. But you put, you know what I'm saying? You do spell work and do scientific experiments on God. You stupid motherfuckers. It's just dumb. I'll just tell you that much here. In the center of the motherfucking tree, okay? So the tree ain't never gonna be acknowledged. The tree don't never get to enjoy the enjoyment of anything. The tree, and people think this the fun part to be. It's long. I mean, I can do it, but I got to see some results. I don't see no fucking results. The results ain't coming then. Because right now, another bitch is about to move into this little space right here while they keeping me away from my masculine. So I don't get to enjoy my masculine at all. And I just get to be on some stupid ass pedestal and being used by whatever. And never get, this don't make no sense. This is where you stop it. This is where the fuck you stop it. I don't know why I'm here in Stone Mountain. So that's how they hide God then. The four quadrants of the earth. In the beginning was the earth was first, a chaotic mass. They did it. They did it. The earth was beautiful in that energy of Enoch walking with God. It was beautiful. The most beautiful thing I ever fucking experienced in my life. Or this life. Or maybe it ain't from another life. I don't know what the fuck. But what I'm saying is, my goodness. I don't know why this is making me think about a thumbprint. Oh, there's dragons here. Okay, an elephant, a dragon, a wolf, and something else here. Yeah, this is them trying to... Yeah, this is the maze. So they're creating a maze, right, for the Empress with these four women. Almost like I got to fight, you know, or I got to beg or plead or whatever. When it's not like that. These masculines are really supposed to be aiding the Empress. Mesopotamian. Yeah, definitely. Indian tradition, Semitic. Yeah. Shemitic. Tibetan. So monk or nun energy. All right, I'm done. I can't even go no more.